Hi, everyone. Let's see who's tuning in here. So say hi in the comments and tell me where you're watching from. Get ready for a nice live webinar. I'm going to do some stretching. And while you're watching me stretch, I guess, tell me in the comments, what's your name? Where are you from? Uh, get that stretch in, some yoga. So I see we have some viewers. My name is Shelly, and I teach at My Yes Milano Filzi. Say hi in the comments, everyone. I want to see your comments. Let me first turn off the Wi-Fi on my phone so that this goes faster. Today, we will be talking about vacations, and I want to see a lot of comments from you. We have some comments now. Thank you for saying hi, everyone. So, hi, Laura from Rome. Hi, Olga. Where are you watching from? Irene, hi, from Naples. It's nice to see all of you. Hi, Carol from Parma. Some beautiful cities. Ah, Olga is from Russia and now she lives in Milan. It's nice to have you. Um, I am also in Milan, kind of. I am near Milan. So it is nice to see you, all of you. Welcome. Today we're talking about vacations. Can you tell me? Oh, we have Walter from Naples. Hi. It's nice to see you again after such a long time. Tell me, when and where were your last vacation? The different verb was. When and where was your last vacation? Tell me in the comments. Where did you go? And when did you go? My last vacation, I went to Rome for Christmas. So we're using the past tense. I went to. Let's see if you can try that. Past tense. I went to blank in. I went to place in month. Or last summer, winter, spring, fall. Here's the formula. I went to in, and then you put the month or the year. Or you can say, I went last winter. So last summer, I went to. Oh, Olga was in Paris for Fashion Week. Nice. That sounds like a beautiful vacation. Did you see any fashion shows? Ah, in. So on is the preposition. On my last vacation, I went to Seville in Spain. That sounds lovely. On my last vacation. We go on vacation or on holiday. So don't forget on vacation or on holiday. We use the preposition on. Thank you, Laura. That's your name. I'm going to remember. Thank you, Laura, for that comment. Oh my gosh, you went 4 days before the quarantine. Oh my goodness. So in English, we say Seville um, and quarantine. That's how we spell these. Let me show you in the comments. Seville and quarantine. I've never been to Seville. Is it nice? Let me know in the comments. Carol, my last vacation was in January. I went to France. We go generally to France. So past tense for go, went. Good job using the past tense though. Great job, Carol. Let me show that in the comments. Walter says, on my last vacation, I went to Vienna with my girlfriend for sightseeing. Nice. Vienna is also very lovely. I've also never been there. Is it a nice place to visit? So I went with my girlfriend to sightsee. When you use the verb go, you use the infinitive to sightsee, but it's a good use of English there. Just a small mistake. Irene, I was in Padova in February. Perfect. Padova. Nice. What were you doing in Padova? Were you visiting family? No, no. Olga says in Paris, all the shows were canceled the day she arrived. Wow. Also, very good English there. Nice use of past tense. Were canceled the day I arrived. Great job. Seville is very nice. That sounds lovely. I will visit someday. Someday when we are free again. Yes, remember, you go to. So past tense for go is went. Good job, Carol. In is used to go inside of a place. So you go into a restaurant, you go in a restaurant if you are going physically indoors. So I go in my bedroom to teach generally. I go to school when I'm free to teach. That is away from here. And we visit, so it's to any country. I went to Rome. I went to the United States. I went to, you go inside or in a building, in case it's not confusing enough. That is a good question. So in is used for buildings or things you physically go inside. Irene, I visited some museums in Padova. Oh, that sounds fun. I like museums. What kind of museums did you see? Did you see some old museums, historical museums, or art museums? And we have modern art, contemporary art, Renaissance art, medieval art, medieval. Oh no, that's how you spell it. Huh. I am typing as I talk, and so for these are types of museums: historical art, um, and various types of art. We have modern art, which was from the past century. Contemporary art is art today, made in the last 20 to 40 years. So last 20 to 40 years. Contemporary art. And you know Renaissance and medieval art very well in this country. So contemporary art was the last 20 to 40 years. So it could have been made this year. It could have been made 20 years ago. Oops. Contemporary art is usually from the 1900s. That's how we say Novecento, the 1900s, or the 20th century in English. Irene prefers art museums. That sounds nice. Yes, I like art museums as well. I think when I see historical museums and there are animals on display, I feel sad. I don't like seeing them there. I wish they could be alive in nature. I ate and drank a lot in Seville, and then also I visited a lot of museums. So plural on the museums, but that sounds like so much fun. Everyone went to museums, and I went to bakeries in Paris. That is a kind of sightseeing, yes. I probably would do both, the museum and the bakery. First bakery, then the museum, then another bakery. And let me show you this again. When we say, so contemporary art, or when we talk about centuries, contemporary art is the Novecento, right? We say the 1900s, so we say the whole year, the 1900s, the 1800s, or we say the 20th century. So for centuries in the past, we say, for example, for 1500, we say the 16th century. It's confusing, but that should help you remember. Ooh, in Padua, I visited Scrovegni Chapel. I've never heard of that. Is Padua known for it? Is it very beautiful? Estefani says, I went to Oslo last year because my friend lives there. Oslo, wow. That sounds like fun. Let's talk about vacations a little more and learn some more vocabulary together. There we go. So in this focus activity, we will talk about what you like to do on vacation. And we will review the present simple and the present continuous. Verbs. And we'll be talking about our vacations using the present simple and the present continuous. So here's our first exercise. Use the present simple to talk about things you usually do. So I want you to tell me the right verb for so one and the verb, two and the verb, three. Tell me the right verb. We're using present simple. So you should all have this perfectly. Carol says, in France, I visited, good job using past tense, some nice places. I went to Bar- Barceloneta. Yeah. I watched the Familia Sagrada. I saw the Familia Sagrada. So, uh, yes, that sounds like an interesting vacation. So, watch is in Italian guardare, and see is vedere. So I generally we use see. I saw the Familia Sagrada. That sounds very interesting. Yes, thank you for your comment, Carol. And we have answers. Oh, Barcelona. Okay, I was confused. I'm like, that's not French. Anyway, your verbs were great, Carol. Nice use of the past tense. So we have some answers. Number one, gets up. Gets up. Yes, it is a habit or abitudine. It is a habit. Gets up. Correct. She gets up at 7:30 every day. 7:30. Number two. Number two. We already have an answer from Laura. He doesn't eat. Excellent. He does not eat breakfast. He doesn't eat breakfast. Number three. Let me know in the comments. Let me talk about gets up. Gets up. We use the verb get for a lot of things. If you can tell me in the comments, what does get up, to get up, mean? We have our answers. Number three. Great job. So Carol, Walter, and Olga. Opens. The shop opens at 10 o'clock. So number four, and also tell me, what does to get up mean? And I'll wait for just a moment and then I'll tell you the answer if you don't know. Yes. Alice says, in the morning when I start a day, that means svegliarsi. To get up, you wake up. They're the same. Good job. So we have number four. Don't work. Don't work. We don't usually work on Saturdays. Great job. Great job with these auxiliary verbs, guys. Doesn't eat. Don't work. Perfect. Number five. Number 5, my parents like. Yes, great job, guys. My parents like to read the newspaper every Sunday morning. Now, I know this is probably confusing for some of you, so I'm going to tell you, I'm going to write out the times. We say the numbers generally. So 7:30 or 7:30. There are two ways to say that. And 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock. If it's on the hour, it is o'clock. So 10 o'clock. All right, let's move on. What do you usually do every day? Tell me in the comments. What do you usually do now in quarantine? And what do you do out of quarantine in normal life? I usually, that's present tense. Whoops. So I usually cook lunch and dinner. I teach English lessons online. I do some exercise, but not enough. What do you do? Let me know in the comments. So we say exercise singular. You do exercise or you exercise. It is a verb on its own. I do some exercise, but not enough. Or I exercise sometimes. Alice, I usually work every day, also in quarantine. What is your job, Alice? Carol, I usually cook and eat a lot of pasta and pizza. That sounds good. That sounds very good. Is anyone else a little bit tired of cooking at home? I'm tired of cooking at home. Although I am the only one who cooks in my house, so I have to cook if I need to eat. I usually do yoga on Monday. Great comment. I usually do yoga. Do you take a class online? I do yoga, and we use the preposition on for days of the week. Monday, Tuesday, etc. We use on for days of the week. Olga says, I usually get up, pretend to be dead until my boyfriend brings me coffee in bed. That sounds really nice. Then I do sport, then nothing. I think, yeah, I think that is correct. I would say I exercise, but I know do sport is correct in England, I believe. I believe they use it in the UK. So nice. Well, Walter, I usually ride my bike. Where do you go? Or just generally, you like to ride your bike? Irene, I usually go to the market, cook, and watch TV. Yes, all of us. I don't work because I'm in retirement or How do we say it? How do they say it in England? I'm in, I'm going to say I'm retired. So if you're collecting a pension, you've finished work and they are paying your pension, you say in American English anyway, I'm retired. That's a nice comment. That sounds wonderful, Eden. I'm glad you're learning English in retirement. Carol says, I usually study English in this period because my job has stopped. That is a nice way to use your time. I'm glad you're here. Thank you for coming to the webinar. Great. Nice to hear from all of you. And so now tell me, what do you do on vacation? Oh, Walter says, I'm always looking for new roads for mountain biking. In this case, I am looking for new roads to mountain bike, but that's a good guess and a good sentence. To mountain bike, we use the infinitive. After certain prepositions, we use the infinitive to mountain bike. Lauda says, in quarantine, I usually get up. Word order. Yes, in quarantine, I usually get up. So we have the setting in quarantine. I usually normally get up at 9, then I practice sport and I listen to an English lesson. In the afternoon, I study and play guitar. Oh, that sounds lovely. In the afternoon to study and play guitar. What do you study? So for everyone, the first part of that, in quarantine, I usually get up. Yes. Yes, has stopped. That is present perfect. It has ended rather than is stopped. So your Carol's job has ended or has stopped. Yes, great comments, guys. Tell me, what do you do on vacation? What do you like to do? Do you like the beach? Do you prefer skiing? Do you like going sightseeing? Sightseeing is visiting various attractions in a city. Yes, you're welcome, Carol. Nice. Okay, so sightseeing is visiting various attractions in a city. Do you like hiking, maybe? What do you like to do on vacation? And we've seen some lovely answers. We've seen answers like go to museums, go to bakeries, try all of the food. Does anyone like going to the beach? While I'm waiting for your comments, I will move to the next slide, which is asking the same question. What do you do on vacation? I prefer everything but work. We don't use the article there. I prefer everything but work. Good job, Walter. Even I like taking a city break. Yeah. Estefani says, in the winter, I like skiing, and in the summer, I love going to the beach. Perfect. Do you travel with anyone? How do you get there? We have a lot of questions, so ask questions to find out what people do on vacation. So some of the question words we have here are when, where, with whom, what, and how. So we have a good answer for when. When do you go on vacation? In the winter and in the summer. For Walter, it doesn't matter. He just doesn't want to work. He doesn't know. I like taking a city break. That can happen any time of year. That's why I like city breaks. You can go anytime and it's always a nice experience. So we have a good question here. How do you go? By plane, by train, by car. Oh, okay, Laura is studying to become a dental hygienist. That sounds great. A dental hygienist. That sounds like a good job. Good luck. I hope you finish soon and get to work. Everyone, I don't think anyone likes dentists as much as I do. I like going. I like relaxing and swimming when I go to the beach. Yes. Now, notice here how both you and Estefani said, I like verb plus ing. Perfect. That is the structure. I like verb plus ing. I like relaxing. I like swimming. I like skiing. Great. And don't forget your prepositions. How do you go? By plane, by train, by car. We have a thing, a word. It is called a staycation. A staycation is when you don't leave your city. You don't leave to see anything in particular. You stay home and you can maybe walk around your city. You can maybe do something interesting at home, but you don't leave your city. You don't leave your town. That is called a staycation. Oh, Walter has a question. Where do you usually go on holiday? I only very recently arrived in Italy, so I go on holiday to other parts of Italy to visit family. Generally, my vacations are to visit family, like in Rome. And last summer, I went to Abruzzo and I spent a month by the beach. It was lovely. I normally go by plane. Excellent. By plane. What's the pronunciation of sightseeing? Sightseeing. Sightseeing. Hopefully that makes sense. Estefani says, generally, I like visiting different places in different countries. So, no article there. I like visiting. Then the object of the sentence, or you don't need the article. Different places, plural. In different countries. Good job with the plural there. I went to Zanzibar 3 years ago. How was Zanzibar? That sounds amazing. Carol asks, where do you usually go on vacation? That's an excellent use of the question word where. Where do you usually go on vacation? Uh, in the past, before I moved to Italy, I came here. Now I visit family when I have vacation. So I go back to the United States or I visit family in Italy. Although last spring, I visited Edinburgh in Scotland. It is lovely. I highly recommend going. All right, let's move on to the next slide. You guys are doing a fantastic job. Now let's do present continuous. We did the present simple. We talked about I like and I prefer, which you guys have done fantastically well at. Great job. So now the present continuous, same as before. Tell me one and the answer, two and the answer. Use the present continuous to talk about what is happening now. We to the beach. My aunt and uncle around the world. I about my next vacation. He his ski holiday. We can't sunbathe today because it's she a postcard to her parents. Rene has a good question word from last time. Who do you go on vacation with? Perfect question. Great job. Who do you go on vacation with? It's a great preposition use there. It goes at the end. I go on vacation with my husband or by myself. I don't mind going on vacation by myself. I quite enjoy it. So we have answers. Number one, are driving, are driving. Yes, we are driving to the beach. Great. So we are driving to the beach. We're in the car and we're driving to the beach. Number two. Number two. All right, so we have almost are sailing. So present continuous is the verb to be, and to be present tense is or are or am. So I am, you are, he, she is, they are, we are, y'all are. Plus verb ing. And I'm seeing a lot of great answers. You already know. So are sailing, number two. Number two, are sailing. Number three, am thinking. Good job. Number four, is enjoying. And number five, Number 5 and number 6. I want to see. Good job, guys. There we go. Is raining. And number 6. While I wait for number 6, I want to tell you about, I almost knocked over my computer. Just um, present continuous. Present continuous is used for actions happening right now. Right now, we are doing a webinar on YouTube live together. And it's also used for other things. We use the present continuous also to talk about events in the future. So when there is a specified time, you can use present continuous to talk about the future. That is another lesson later, but I want you to remember that we have many ways to use present continuous. One is right now. If you don't specify any time other than right now, it means right now we are driving to the beach. We are sailing around the world. We are thinking about our next vacations. And we have number 6, great job, guys, is writing. But if you specify a time, it can mean the future. You can use the present continuous to mean something in the future. So present continuous for future, which we're not covering here. This is extra information, but I want to tell you because you are all so good at this. Present continuous for the future, you need a specified time. For example, we are driving to the beach next summer. I am thinking about my next, or no, that's not, that doesn't work so well, does it? We are sailing around the world in 2023. In 2023, we are sailing around the world. That is the future. So you specify a time on Thursday. On Thursday, we are doing another webinar together. Whereas usual actions, generally, we study English. And we all know, what are you doing right now? What are you doing right now? That's a terrible question because we all know what we're doing right now. We are learning English. But you can tell me, are you doing something different right now? You can also, so right now, we are learning English. After this class, we are having dinner. So we have the present. Right now, we are learning English. If you specify a time after dinner, or after this class, we are having dinner. Future. Okay, so now I would like to hear some of your comments. Tell me about the vacation of your dreams. Describe where you are and who you are with, and describe what you do every day. Describe also that it's happening right now. So I want to hear what is happening right now in your imaginary vacation. You're right. I talk too much. In English, we use listening to. So don't forget the preposition. Listening to. In Italian, there isn't a preposition there, but in English, there is listening to. or watching. Tell me about the vacation of your dreams. I have to think about this question too. The vacation of my dreams. The vacation of my dreams would be, yes, exactly, Carol. I am listening to Shelley. Yes. You listen to. So you listen to the radio, to podcasts, to someone talking outside the window. Good job. Hmm. My perfect vacation. I would go to a lot of islands in the Pacific. I would go to the beach. I would go snorkeling. Uh, I would go visit um, the small, small islands in the Pacific Ocean. So I am going to small islands in the Pacific Ocean, like Tahiti. Every day I am snorkeling, or every day I snorkel. So when you have the mask and the thing that you breathe, so that's a snorkel. I snorkel and relax on the beach because it's what you do every day, a habitual action. I snorkel and relax on the beach. And right now, I am applying sunscreen. Sunscreen or sun cream is what you use to protect your skin from the sun, to protect your skin because I don't get tan. I stay very pale, so I must apply a lot of sunscreen or sun cream. A lot. Our time is almost up. We are coming very near the end, so let's review some of the things we talked about. We talked about your travels, going to museums, going to various cities in Europe, vacations that you like, sightseeing, skiing, mountain biking. We talked about the present simple and how it is for habitual actions. And we talked about the present continuous, which in this focus is actions happening right now in this moment. And also, it can be used for the future if you have a time specified. Irena says, I'm going to a famous restaurant this evening. Good use of the future. A famous restaurant, your kitchen. Are you famous, Irena? Yes, wonderful work, everyone. It was very nice to see you, and I hope you stay and watch more webinars. We have another 2 tonight before we finish. Thank you for spending your Friday with me. I appreciate that very much, and I hope you learned something. So, hope to see you soon. Bye.